Hey guys, welcome to week 4 of a few of my favorite things. This week we are going to cover a wine that I really enjoy, and it's because it's funky. And funk is something that I absolutely love when it comes to my wine. Now, the reason why this wine is a little bit different, a little bit funky, is because it is a Sangiovese, which is typically an Italian varietal that's out of Arroyo Seco in California in the Sonoma County. It's at the foot of the Santa Lucia mountain range. And so just some really cool climate there, and also just, like I said, just some cool funk coming from this wine. So this vineyard is farmed organically, and it has been for the past 20 years. And Margins, the maker of this wine, their whole way of doing things is kind of hands off. So this wine has gone under a 2-day fermentation on the skins, and then after that it goes into neutral oak barrels for 10 months before it's bottled. And they really do take a hands-off approach. So I love that it's neutral oak barrels. It doesn't impart any of the new barrel oak and tasting notes and things of that nature. So it really is letting the grape itself show through and show what it's all about. Okay, so when wines are left alone just to let it be what it is, this wine hasn't been fined or filtered, so there very well may be some sediment in here. So again, this is the Margins Sangiovese out of the Arroyo Seco AVA in Sonoma County. So very kind of lighter in body, which is pretty typical. Medium body is pretty typical for Sangiovese. So you can just tell right off the nose it's dry. Wow, it's so funky. There's like a zippiness, a zing to it that you don't expect, but the reason why it's there is because it's a native Italian grape that's being grown in California. So it's going to take on some different qualities than what you would expect from the Italian version of Sangiovese. This wine is so cool and so fun and so funky, and after every sip it just leaves your mouth salivating. So it's great food wine, and it's just a really good go-to dry red. So again, one of the things that I love is funk and variety and just some fun things. So if you're out and about and you see a varietal that typically isn't grown in an area, pick it up, see what it's about, see how that varietal tastes from that region versus where it typically comes from. Who knows, you might find something different about that grape that you never knew it had. So enjoy it. Next week I'm going to start a short series on sparkling wine, since we are going into New Year season. So yeah, I'm going to do a little 2-week series on sparkling wine. Until then, hit the subscribe button down below, and Merry Christmas. We'll see you next week. Cheers.